This is lesson 9, working with audio. In this lesson, I'm working with the premLesson09 Premiere Pro project. You can find that on the DVD that's included with this book. Now, in this project, I have a sequence called New York Montage. And what it is a series of still images shot in New York City. And since it's still images, there's no audio. Now, what I'd like to do is add a little environmental or background audio to give it a sense that there are actually things happening, people walking, things moving around, that it's actually a real environment, not just still images. So to do that, I'd like to strip audio from another video file that I have and use that audio here. In the project panel, I have a file called Central Park, New York City Fountain. And I've already got it loaded up right in the source monitor. If I click on the source panel to highlight it and press the spacebar to preview, you can hear that this scene has a lot of background noise that I want to use. So it's actually very easy. All you've got to do is select your clip in the project panel, choose Clip, Audio Options, Extract Audio. And what this does is takes the audio file from this video clip, separates it, saves it as a new separate independent file, and it's going to save that in the same location where you have your Premiere Pro project, and then it imports that file into the project panel. So when I double click on this new clip, I can see the waveform of this audio file right in my source monitor. Now, the original video clip was a mono file. That means it has a single channel of audio. Therefore, the clip that was extracted is also a mono file. But I'd like to change this so that the clip is actually treated as a stereo file. With a mono file, you have one single channel of audio. So when you have two speakers, the audio plays through one of them. With a stereo file, the same sound will play on both speakers simultaneously. And it's actually very easy to change the way this clip is interpreted. You simply highlight the audio clip in your project panel, choose Clip, Modify, Audio Channels. Now, this is a mono clip, so it's treated channel format mono. I'm going to change that to stereo. What it does is it gives me a second channel and track option. And I'm going to change it from none to channel 1, which is the only channel of audio this has. I'll click OK. And now the waveform has a left and a right channel. I'm then going to click on the Drag Audio Only icon and drag that audio into the timeline. When working with an audio file, you can't click on the waveform that's displayed in the source monitor in order to add the file to the timeline. You've got to click on the Drag Audio Only button. I'm just going to trim this clip so it matches the duration of my images. And now when I press the spacebar to preview, we can see that the audio is playing with the timeline. Now in this case, I used this technique to extract background audio that I wanted to use behind a still image sequence. But the same exact technique works if you use your camera to record voiceovers. A lot of people who don't have separate audio recording equipment use their camera when they do a voiceover effect. What that means is they basically have a video file that they don't want, and they only want the audio from it. Well, this technique will work to extract that audio as well. And once it's a separate file, you can use it in this project, you can use it in any other project. You can also take it into an audio editing application like Adobe Audition if you need to clean up or sweeten that audio. So all in all, depending on the kind of work you do, if you're doing documentary style work or you're doing anything that has a voiceover, this can be a very helpful, time-saving, and efficient technique that you may want to employ. In this video, you've learned how to extract audio from a video file. You've learned a few of the uses that you might make of that audio file. And you've learned how to take a mono audio file and adjust its source channel mapping so that it's treated as a stereo file.